What's up, everyone? This is Russell back with another GvG. We are doing pre-recorded this time because I had family coming over and pretty much just had to get my attacks in. Didn't have any time for recording or anything. So we're probably going to go through these a little bit quicker than before. But thanks for joining us again, and let's just get into it here. So we have our first attack, which is up against Harz team with the typical northern and Ajax. So if I recall correctly, the plan here was just to beat the living hell out of Harz and then bum rush. See, we had archers, so yeah. Plan was probably to kill Harz, take out Marri and Ajax, and then bum rush for the end. Let's see how it happened. Also, I just spent, what is it, like 4 hours changing my microphone settings. Here we're sending in the raw, or the rare raw. Yeah, you can see that I'm a little bit tired. The rare claw dudes. Oh yeah, this was a loss. Yeah, so we're screwed here. But Harz was a lot tankier than I expected. But I spent a lot of time handling these microphone settings here, and I still kind of hate it. So if anyone in the comments has any ideas as to what I can do to adjust these microphone settings, this is a Blue Yeti. It's old as hell, and I know I need something new, right? But I'm gonna need this channel to take off a little bit more before I start investing in new equipment. So if anyone knows good software, good EQ patterns for just a place to get started. I know everyone's voice is different, but just something that I don't hate, you know. I don't know. Hopefully you guys like it better than I do. And let's just wait out the rest of this dismal failure of an attack here. I mean, to be fair, there's not much of a point in letting it go through, but just want to see the archers die, I guess. I don't know. We'll probably cut this part out. Next up here, we had, looks like another bombing run. Ideally, we just want to take out Hatssut here. I mean, ideally, we want to take out the entire back line, but Hatssut would be enough. Then we can just wait out the Arrogance ult and fly on over. So I think that's what we did here, but let's load it up anyway. Here we're waiting for that 9 cost to send in the bombing package. And then right at 9, toss in 1 bomb, 2 spiders. Now this, first of all, the bombing bugs are level 5. That's pretty important here because that's a 20% movement speed increase, which changes the timings quite significantly. It's a lot easier at level 5. But also, 1 bomb, 2 spiders seems to have higher chance of success. The reason, I would imagine, is just you have more spiders able to fill up block. If you only send in 1 spider count, then it's only 4 spiders, and if any of them die, that can screw up your bombing run here. So it seems like you want to send in more bombs. Like, it feels like you want to send in more bombs for a higher chance. Here we've got the fly on through package, but you don't. You want to send in the extra spiders because it really doesn't take a whole lot of bombs to accomplish the mission here. And then there you see plenty of bugs made it through and complete success. Next up, we had another bombing run here, and this one was a little bit interesting. I had one of our guild members set this up so that I could test it against, and it was kind of funny. This was something I wanted to I wanted to conserve somebody. I think I was trying to hold out on Maul, but there was a Maw, but there was a Silas there, so I don't think that was actually the case. But I do remember this being a lot more difficult against my guildie than this attack here. So you'll see what I mean. We'll just run it. Let's show you how it's done. This is definitely the downside to recording. What is this, like a week after this war happened? But yeah, here we want to blow all the ults with the little rare dogs. I would have loved to get Brokkir's ult, but it doesn't really matter, especially with Elowyn there. We're going to wait for him to get down to 7, I want to say. Then we toss in a Speed Boy. And this is almost entirely to blow Pelagios' ult. But against my guildie, this dude basically died here. So there we have our bombing package. A little bit different since it's not all the way across the map. But there's the explosion that takes out the back line. And at this point, I had to send in the dogs in against my guildie here. But here, the spiders were enough to take care of it. So, oh man, it's already been a long day. But it was a success. Next up, we have another Harz northern team, this time with Ardea, and of course Silas, just to screw everybody over. But as you can see, we have a full airborne package here, because once you blow Silas's ult, there's not a whole lot going on, and he's the only anti-air unit besides Marri. So this was definitely a bit of an oversight here that this member had set up. I'm sure it was counting on Marri sticking around, but we're just going to send in the archers to take care of her and then fly right over. We load in here, and then as quickly as possible, just going to toss both of those archers in to take care of Marri. I was definitely concerned here, but the slows... Oh yeah, we didn't take care of Marri. That's alright, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, the benefit of filming this a week after. But I think these Lego flyers are definitely gonna kill Marri anyway, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, there she goes. And Silas can't do jack about this, so we're going to kill Ardea. And yeah, the plan was to fly through, but with Ardea gone, we can just send in the dogs. There we go. Boom. Another win in the books. Next up was an attack that did not record properly, so we had to actually go back in and re-record a replay here. So let's toss that in. It's going to make commentary a little bit more difficult. Or not. I remember zero about this attack. Okay, Krodor. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's... I gotta pause here because the reason that this didn't record is because I thought this was a practice run. I thought I had the same guildie for one of the previous attacks. I had set this up so that I could practice against. And for whatever reason, my brain was like, okay, we're practicing against him. But I had clicked to do this live. Now, you can probably see where we're going with this. We're just going to send in Maw to go in and take care of Krodor. And then honestly, that's pretty much just GG right there. It's dangerous enough just having a single tank. But this is a tank without Undying. This is a tank. He does get extra block, but it kind of doesn't matter. So we just have to blow Praetus' ult, and it's kind of a win from there, to be honest with you. So here we go. We're sending those in to take care of the ults. Don't care about Krodor's ult. I'm just going to send in Maw. And I was pretty confident that this was going to work, but obviously I wanted to test it first. Go. And then, of course, the fools were able to take care of Praetus on their own, which I was pretty surprised about. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot of effort necessary once you take care of those two, the Krodor and the Praetus. Next up, we have another Maw attack. The reasons were twofold, to be honest. Well, maybe three, because there isn't a Silas here. But we only had a few attacks left, so I kind of felt like just using Maw anyway. And Maw is very good against Ghan here. And of course, there's a Dahlia, there's a Hatssut. The only one who's really all that good against Maw in this comp is Sargak. But I don't think he actually did much. And we've also got the fools here to help protect him. So yeah, we just send in Maw. Some tanks, I don't remember the order, but the tanks would help deal with Sargak here, and then the dogs and the archers should be self-explanatory by now. Well, here we go. This is going to be a bit of a recap for me as well. Looks like we sent in the regular tank. The point behind the epic tank is, I would imagine, pretty obvious. We want to take care of Sargak's ult, probably Hatssut's, but also if he can last long enough, we want him to just tank Sargak, you know, quasi-permanently. We have the Fool in here to reinforce, but this wasn't holding up quite as well as I was hoping for, which of course isn't really that big of a deal. We just send in Maw. His chonky ass can take care of pretty much anything but Silas. Just fast forward a little bit. Now the slow is annoying, definitely not going to deny that, but the Fool is strong enough. Leave. Or is this a loss? We're learning in real time. Yeah, this might have been a loss. I don't remember my score. I imagine I was pretty annoyed right now. The better plan would have probably been to send in a different, or the second epic tank, just to send in the two epic tanks without the fools, then send in Maw with two fools, and that probably would have been enough. But yeah, we kind of screwed the pooch here. So I don't think there's much point in continuing. Obviously, we didn't get the W here. Next up, we have a Nightmare team. Kind of. There's Ardea, but I mean, she's basically a Nightmare anyway. If I recall correctly, this was just kind of a beat the living hell out of the team. So let's load it up. We have the tank. I don't remember if we actually bothered with him. Probably just sent in. I'm not even gonna bother trying to remember how this happened here. Okay, tank to blow Torodor's ult. Probably should have sent that in a bit sooner. It's okay. This wasn't a loss too, was it? I think I got 3 losses during this war, but I genuinely can't remember. And obviously well, maybe not obviously, but the plan here is to take out Ardea, and I think I completely forgot that that Lili was going to heal her, because, you know, with her ult, she'll bring herself down really, really low. I think it was enough to crack through her anyway, but I just don't know if that actually mattered. Yeah, there we go. This one might actually come out to time, because they're not going to be able to handle the legendary flyers. But again, if there's not enough time to actually get the win after that, then, you know, it just kind of is what it is. Not to mention Arrogance is almost at his ult. Yeah. Arrogance is a surprisingly good anti-air unit. Yeah, you can see I was trying to separate them to deal with Greed's ult there a little bit better, but yeah, this one was another loss. Now, if I recall correctly, this last attack was W, but yeah, we've got Maw to come in here, but there's also Ardea and Sargak, so I don't remember if it was a 5-3 or a 4-4. I do remember doing better than a lot of our other guildmates, which was a bit unfortunate because we did kind of get destroyed this war, which is definitely not what you want in an Overlord guild or an Overlord aspirant guild. And that's been a bit of a problem lately. So part of the reason for this to spread out guild war strategies, to spread awareness, I guess, for GvG. I know a lot of people aren't that interested, but some people really love it. And if you're one of the ones who really love it and you're really good at it, by all means, apply for the guild. We could certainly use all the help we can get. So let's load up this last attack here. Again, it's another Maw. I see Ghan. I want to throw Maw at him. And then we have the dogs for when Maw goes down. I don't recall how this went, so let's learn together, shall we? See, I'm really thinking on this one. I think my attention was a little bit split at the time, so I wanted to think through this attack and also not lose track of it at the same time. A little bit of pressure too, you know. 5-3 looks a lot better than 4-4. Oh, right. This was a copy of one of my guildmates, Craigie's attack, and I didn't want to screw this up for a lot of reasons, but I didn't want to screw this up because this is very easy to screw up. We are sending in spiders to take all of the blocks from Ghan, and then, as you can see, the dogs can just run right past. And so even if those dogs die, Ardea is gone, so this becomes a lot easier. There we go. Now we can send in these little tank dudes, little ones instead of the epic ones, because there's 4 of them. They can take up all of his block. Now he's got his ult going on, so he has 7 block right now, right? Right now. His ult is almost over, and this is why I don't put a lot of stock in Ghan's extra block, or Krodor's for that matter. It kind of doesn't matter, because the ult doesn't last very long. So now we just send in a bunch of dudes, and then they can just run right past. And there you go. Easy peasy. So that was this war against, I believe this was a Ukrainian guild. I don't remember what the name means, but yeah, 5-3, assuming I was counting correctly here. Yeah, that's how it went. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and be sure to share, join the Discord, and feel free to reach out for any questions, comments, concerns. Want to scream at me for whatever reason, I don't really care. Thank you very much. This has been Russell.